Good morning, distinguished teacher and dear students. As you know, the topic for our debate is the legalization of cannabis. However, we, the negative team, strongly oppose this resolution. I am Andreea, and today, as the first speaker of the opposing team, I will be talking about health damages. Our second speaker, Marina Duran-Lopez, will be talking about drug-related crime, while Shevalos, the third member of our team, will be talking about gateway drugs. It is also my responsibility to sum up our team case at the end of the debate. Before presenting our first point, allow me to speak in response to the government's argument on the resolution. The first speaker from the affirmative team has tried to demonstrate that cannabis has some beneficial medicinal qualities and therefore it should be legalized. In our opinion, this is totally unacceptable. Although evidence may show that cannabis has some additional benefits, its use also has harmful side effects, so its legalization is unjustifiable. Take, for example, Sativex, a mouth spray which contains cannabis extracts used in multiple sclerosis to improve symptoms related to muscle stiffness. According to the information for the patient that we can find in the package leaflet, the side effects that patients can get when taking this medicine are the following: difficulty speaking, blurred vision, problems with memory or having trouble, losing touch with reality, feeling depressed or confused, seeing or hearing things that are not there, that is hallucinations, thoughts of suicide, changes in pulse rate, heart rate or blood pressure, feeling abnormal or drunk, loss of balance or fading over, and many others. It can also affect patients' ability to drive or to use machines, as it may cause them to feel sleepy or dizzy. This impairs their judgment and performance of skill tests. As you could see, the side effects of Sativex are multiple and very dangerous. In some situations, this medicine may put patients' lives in risk more than treating their illness, not to mention in the fact that when taken in high doses or for a long period of time, it may cause addiction. So, why should we legalize the use of such a drug as treatment when there are some other alternative painkillers which have less and not such life-threatening side effects as the cannabis-based ones? As I have already mentioned, we are completely against the resolution, and as our first argument refers to health damages, meaning the adverse consequences of cannabis use on the human brain and body. Evidence clearly shows that using cannabis and is derived from marijuana has several health risks. Moreover, today's marijuana is stronger than marijuana from many years ago. Studies show that the average level of tetrahydrocannabinol, THC, which is the main mind-altering component of marijuana, has increased by 300% to 400% over the last few decades. As marijuana containing higher levels of THC is becoming more commonplace, the use of this stronger type of marijuana can contribute to increased health risks. The Drug Abuse Warning Network, a system for monitoring the health impact of drugs, estimated that in 2011 there were nearly 456,000 drug-related emergency department visits in the United States in which marijuana use was mentioned in the medical record. The physical health effects of marijuana use mainly involve the lungs and the heart. Like tobacco smoke, marijuana smoke is a mix of toxic substances. Marijuana smoke irritates the throat and lungs, causing coughing, increased phlegm, build-up in the throat, fragrant chest problems, and greater risk of lung infections. It also contains many of the same cancer-causing materials as tobacco smoke. Several studies have linked marijuana use to increased risk for mental illnesses, including temporary hallucinations, temporary paranoia, and worsening symptoms in patients with schizophrenia. Marijuana use has also been linked to other mental health problems, such as depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts, among things. Youth are especially vulnerable to the mental health damages of cannabis use because adolescence is a critical time in our life. Having THC in the brain at such a critical time can interfere with brain development and therefore harm brain function for life. It can also increase the risk of triggering a psychotic episode or a mental illness such as schizophrenia. In this respect, I want to read to you a few lines from the story of a recovering marijuana addict
so that you could understand better why legalizing cannabis would do nothing but bring more and more people, mostly teenagers, on the verge of death or suicide. During my last 6 months of use, the possible necessity to kill myself always seemed just a week or two away. My plan, while I was at school, was to jump off of a nearby parking garage. At home, I would use my dad's shotgun to shoot myself in the head. I didn't want to feel what I felt when I wasn't high. Luckily, I always got high before I was ready to actually kill myself. Had I known of the devastating effects weed would have on me, I would have never taken that first hit. I had no idea of the destructive potential of weed. Thank you.